Could Pakistan's elections be delayed? I know what you're thinking, not this again. But remember, this is Pakistan. Timely and fair elections are not really their speciality or their top priority. In fact, the polls have already been delayed, not once but twice. Voting was supposed to happen in the month of November, last month, but it was pushed back to the last week of January. Then came the second delay. Voting was again pushed back by the Election Commission of Pakistan, this time to the 8th of February. So what's the hold up this time? Well, nothing is official. The Election Commission says everything is on track, but the truth is the country does not look ready. No campaign rallies, no candidate lists, no election advertisements. Hence the speculation. Local media is talking about a possible delay. Even politicians are. Like former President Asif Ali Zardari, he says delaying the elections by 8 to 10 days is no big deal. Maybe not in fake democracies, but in real ones, elections are sacred. It's not like your annual family function where dates have to match. Once declared, it must be upheld. And it's not just Zardari. Maulana Fazlur Rahman is saying something similar. He heads an Islamist party called the JUIF. Rahman says elections cannot be held in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And many Pakistanis share his worry. I'll tell you why. A couple of reasons. Number one, the security situation. It's pretty bad there. There were 3 separate terror attacks today. 3 attacks in one day, all of them in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. One attack targeted a military checkpost. A suicide bomber killed 23 soldiers and injured 32 others. The attack has been claimed by the TJP, the Tehreek-e-Jihad Pakistan, a recently formed terror outfit in the country, TJP. You may have heard of the TTP, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Now, the TJP is an offshoot of the TTP. They've been attacking multiple military and civilian sites. Just look at all the recent attacks. Last week, there was a blast in Peshawar. 4 children were injured. The week before that, a security convoy was targeted. 1 fatality, 21 injured. In early November, a bomb blast targeted police officers, again in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. 5 officers were killed. In late September, a mosque in Balochistan was targeted. Almost 60 people lost their lives. The same day, police officers in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa were also targeted. 4 officers died, 12 were injured. So you get my point. Terror attacks are on the rise. In fact, August was the worst month. Data shows an 83% rise in terror attack in August. What explains this? Well, the likes of the TTP have a safe house now. It's called Afghanistan. The TTP and the Afghan Taliban have ethnic ties. So TTP terrorists have set up base near the Afghan border. They pop over, launch an attack, and then return. And what is Pakistan's army doing about it? Ideally, they should be cracking down, but right now they're busy with politics. As far as we can tell, there is no clear anti-terrorism plan. And that's one reason why elections could be delayed. The second reason is the fear of losing. It is clear that the army wants Nawaz Sharif to win this time. But will the people play along? Imran Khan still has a strong support base. In June last year, his approval rating was 60%. And chances are his arrest has rallied his supporters. They may not have protested on the streets this time, but if given a ballot paper, they may still vote for Imran Khan, and that would be a nightmare for the Pakistan army. Just look at all the trouble they've been through. They arrested Imran Khan, filed dozens of cases against him, cracked down on his supporters and brought back Nawaz Sharif. What if, despite all this, the Sharifs lose? The army simply cannot afford that. Having said that, you can't just keep delaying elections. After all, the world is watching. And so is the International Monetary Fund, the IMF. Pakistan is betting on the IMF to survive the current economic crisis. An election delay won't sit well with them. So it's a tough call for the establishment. Do you risk a security crisis and an Imran Khan victory? Or do you delay for a third time? We should know soon enough.